I'm at the beach. It feels so good. I gotta start coming more often. But I just wanted to say that it is perfectly fine to stumble over your words. It is perfectly fine to trip and fall sometimes. It is perfectly fine to not know the right thing to do or the right thing to say. It is perfectly fine to be misunderstood sometimes. We are human, so we do human shit. It is perfectly fine to be imperfect. An imperfect human being, and I feel like a lot of the times we rob ourselves from experiencing joy in the present moment because we're thinking about that one time where we made a mistake. It's like that shit doesn't matter. And I want to give you an example of something that I've been through personally recently that I felt was so embarrassing, and I almost dwelt on it for too freaking long, but I snapped out of it. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. There's nothing that I could do. And I actually told myself I wasn't going back into this store because I was so embarrassed. But I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back because shit happens sometimes. Like, so the other day, no, actually it was like a week ago, I went to the thrift store, right? And I was getting ready to check out. I'm in the checkout line. It's a lady behind me. I didn't know the lady was behind me though. But one of the associates, she walked through the front, like in front of all the registers, and she just casually said, "Oh, hey, girl." I said, "Hey," but the lady behind me said, "Hey," too. And I'm like, damn, what if she wasn't even talking to me and she was talking to the lady behind me? I was so embarrassed. Oh my God. Because I'm just like, dang. And the reason why I thought the lady was talking to me because she has spoke to me plenty of times. I always go in this thrift store. We've had whole conversations before. So she could have been talking to me or she could have been talking to that lady behind me. I don't know. But in that moment, I was so embarrassed because I was just like, bruh, I see what people be like, how they be feeling when they say, you know, let's say like you walking on the street and then somebody in front of you throw their hand up and then you throw your hand up thinking they waving at you, but they really waving at the person behind you. Yeah, that can be very embarrassing. So I was embarrassed. And I was like, I'm never showing my face in here again. Oh my God, that was so embarrassing. Because every time I come in here and see her, she gonna remember the time where I spoke to her when she wasn't even speaking to me. But you know, I thought about it for like a couple of minutes, but then I had to snap out of it. I'm like, girl, we not finna be dwelling on this. I'm not gonna dwell on this because that was a human situation. That shit happens. How I'm supposed to know that she waving at the person behind me? I didn't even know somebody was behind me. It didn't look like she was looking dead at me. So, hey, shit happens. And I laughed at myself. And I went home. And I went back in that same store a couple of days later because, like, who cares? Some shit we just should not care about. It is what it is. It's okay to be human. It's okay to be different. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to say the wrong shit. It's okay to say the right shit. It's okay to, you know, be imperfect. You got to embrace the mistakes because the mistakes can sometimes be laughable. They make for good stories in the future.